Hey guys, doing a bit of a video for you on the bench today, and what you can see in front of you is a Losi Mini 8 Buggy. Now, this is my car. It's a new car that I have gotten. Well, actually it's a used car, but it's a new car to my collection, and it's something that I've gotten, I guess you could say, sort of for you guys since I've reached 1,000 subscribers. And also for me to use, obviously. So the story behind this car is that my sister went to America this year. She went on a gap year. I'm not sure if you guys know what a gap year is. It's sort of a year you take off between going to university and finishing school, and she went to America and she led a summer camp over your American summer, and she travelled around America, and while she was over there I organised and I bought this car off eBay in America and got it sent to her at the summer camp. And then there was a bit of a jumble up, there was problems with shipping and blah blah blah, so she ended up carrying this around in a suitcase everywhere. So a big shout out, a big thank you to my sister who carried this car and all the bits with it all around her suitcase. It would have been quite annoying. So, moving on. This is the car I got. So, it is a used Mini 8. I got this for about $200 Australian, which is a mega deal. If you were to buy a used Mini 8 in Australia, you're looking at $300 plus, and this Mini 8 has quite a lot of upgrades on it. So, I'm going to show you, start with just around the outside of the car. You can see the body is actually the stock body, however he's taken off the stickers except for the front one, which I like the look of, to be honest. I'm happy he's done that. Still got the stock wheels and tyres on there. The rear ones, you can see they're pretty worn out. The front ones are actually doing alright, so that sort of shows me the condition of the buggy and how much he's used it. You can see all the American dirt still on there. Haven't cleaned it at all. I haven't really done anything with it. I just wanted to show you guys this straight away. I'm going to go through a couple of other things that it included. It did include the stock Losi 2.4 GHz remote. These ones aren't very good. They've since come out with a Spectrum remote that is included with these cars, and this is sort of just the older one. Probably just sell this and I'll then put my Fly Sky receiver in there. Stock charger, useless to me. It's got an American plug. It's really slow, and it's got this plug on it anyway, so I'm not going to use that E60, whatever it's called, plug. It does have the stock battery here. Again, same plug. I probably will use this battery just because it's nice to have a spare battery to drive it when I'm taking it places. So I'll solder a Traxxas connector onto that. I'm going to solder all of the connectors in the car to Traxxas connectors, because that's just the connector that I use on pretty much all of my cars. So also in the package, some of the more important parts that were included were these aluminium parts here, some GPM racing and some hot racing products. He included some front bearing carriers here in silver aluminium. We've got hot racing rear bearing carriers, and then we've got GPM front caster blocks, I believe they are. Yep, C-hubs, front C-hubs in blue. Bit strange how we bought them in 3 different colours, but I don't really mind too much. This car isn't really going to be for show, I don't think. But what I am going to tell you guys is that I'm going to try and keep this car to the colour theme of a yellow, black and green this time. It's sort of how my channel's main colours are, in my opinion, because the Aussie colours that sort of what we all go by is green and gold, so green and yellow. So I'm going to try and keep this a green and yellow and black car. Bit of shame there, blue knuckles, but that's alright. And yeah, so I will do an upgrades overview once I've put all these products in and other parts that I'm going to get for it. I will do an upgrade overview like I've done for the Rustler and for the Stampede. Actually, I'll point out up the front of the car, you can see that it has a bumper on it. That's another upgrade that was included. He bought an RPM bumper probably right from the start. It's kind of worn, which is good. I can tell this bumper is really going to help me out when driving the car. It looks like it provides plenty of protection up the front of the car, and that should stop me from breaking any of these parts up here. He's also got front RPM arms. Another upgrade on there. RPM you can't really go past. Their plastic parts are almost unbreakable. They're very strong in comparison to most stock parts, so that's nice. So a few RPM upgrades up the front. The rear arms are actually still stock, so I'm not going to worry about upgrading them until I break them. Alright, so taking off the body, you can look underneath, and it's a pretty big mess of wires underneath there, if I'm honest. It doesn't look too good, so I'm going to clean that up a bit as I go through and I clean all the car up. Underneath you can still see that it still has the stock electronics, and I'm going to, well, apart from this battery, which I'll tell you about in a sec. The motor actually does have a broken motor shaft. Now, no problems with that. He told me in the description of the eBay selling. So this motor I'm going to take out, and I have actually been given a motor by Vasco from Aussie RC Playground. There's his stickers, and this is the motor that he gave me after I made a post on one of the Facebook pages. I actually asked if this motor would work for the Mini 8, and he just said, you know what, Jeremy, I've got one lying around that I have no use for. It didn't fit in a car that I was going to use, so I'm just going to send it to you anyway. So I'll take this quickly out of the packet. I'm hoping it will work in the Mini 8. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't checked it out. It is quite a bit larger than the stock motor, which means it should give it quite a bit more power, hopefully. But hopefully it will fit in there. So here is the motor. It's a 380 sized brushless motor. I've got to solder some bullet connectors onto there, which I'll probably just cut off the stock one because the stock one's useless now, and then it's going to slide into here. So, stock ESC, again, yeah, just a bit messy there. I'll clean that up. He has changed it out to Dean's plugs, which is nice, although I think I probably will change it out again to Traxxas. I may not. We'll see. In there you can see this battery. Take out this battery tray thing. Here's your battery. It is a Hobby King Nanotech 3S LiPo, which is really nice. A 3S LiPo included. I was worried she wasn't going to be able to, my sister wasn't going to be able to take this through with her on the plane. Lithium batteries are a bit iffy. Sometimes you won't be allowed to take them on planes, so I'm happy that she was able to keep this. But I've got a 3S LiPo for this car that fits in there perfectly. It's a 1500 milliamps, so this should be a really good LiPo just to use for the car, and I'll be able to adjust the speed and all that through my FlySky remote. Speaking of the remotes and receivers, here's your stock receiver. I'm going to change that out to a FlySky receiver, which I have here in that bag of stuff. There's a FlySky receiver. I'll stick that in there, and I'll be able to use my GT3C remote, which will be nice. And then stock steering servo. Don't really have any plans of changing that unless something goes wrong with it. Everything else, you can see it's a bit dirty. I haven't cleaned it because I just wanted to show you guys straight away what it looked like before I did anything to it. I think that's just about it. You will see the one problem with the Mini 8, the one really bad problem that, just a design fault I guess you could say, is how they left the spur gear cover open. So that's something I'm going to see if I can create my own spur gear cover, or I do believe there is a spur gear cover that someone created over in America or something, that I might look into that and see if I can get a spur gear cover for this, because I am worried of that stripping out. It's just kind of annoying when you do put the body on. The body covers the whole chassis except right at the back where the dirt can get in and where the spur gear is. So that's a bit annoying. I'll see what I can do with that. But otherwise, I am very happy with this car. I think I got a great deal on it. There's not really much else I can show you. I'm going to use this green carbon fibre a bit on the body, maybe on the actual car as well, and then I've got some black carbon fibre here as well. Stay tuned for this car. I'll definitely be making a couple more videos on it, maybe just after I've cleaned it all up and installed the upgrades, or not installed the upgrades, then I'll make a halfway update, and then I'll make an upgrades overview for it. I'll work out what's happening with this motor, install some bullet connectors on that and everything, and I will get this car running for you guys. And hopefully this will be a very, very enjoyable car. It's something a lot different to what I've had before. It's a Mini, it's not Traxxas, and it's something that I wanted to get something different for this channel that isn't just a Traxxas 1/10 scale car. So again, thanks for watching, and I guess I'll see you guys later.